Hello and welcome to CanadaWest.tv. University of Regina Cougars hosting the Calgary Dinos, the second of their two-game set. Dinos took the win last night. The Cougars will try and even it tonight. Cougars come into this one at 3-16 on the season. Wes Jones with the big hammer to start the game. Great start for the Cougars. Dinos counter. They got their sixth win last night. We'll set your lineups here for you in a second. Nice high-low entry there for the Dinos. Let come in. Goes over Jones. Gets his own rebound. And a big block by Wesley Jones. Great start for him. And Darius Mole brings it the other way. To Brendan Hebert. Inside to Will Tallman. Kicks it to Brandon Tull. He loses it. And Jared Ogunbemi Jackson. It's Johnny Verone. Jasdeep Gill, Matt Letkeman, and Philip Bart. The starting line for the Dinos: Will Tallman, Wesley Jones, Darius Mole, Brendan Hebert, and Brandon Tull. Your starters for the Regina Cougars. Cougars a young team, rebuilding under first-year coach Steve Burrows, longtime assistant. Wesley Jones and Brandon Tull in their first years in the CIS. Brendan Hebert and Darius Mole in their fourth years. And Will Tallman is in his third year but hasn't played in a couple of seasons. Tull to the basket and finishes. Brandon Tull had a quiet one last night. He'll try and get it going. He's been the Cougars' most consistent scorer this year out of Ajax, Ontario. The three is good by Jasdeep Gill. Ogunbemi Jackson gives the Dinos the lead. Back-to-back threes by the Dinos. Makes it 6-4. We played 2.5 minutes here. Good defense there by the Dinos. Active hands, gets the ball to bounds. Cougars will retain possession. I'm Adam Hunter. I'll be joined shortly by Braden Conchu on the broadcast. Darius Mole to the basket. Knocked out by Jackson. And it will stay with the guys in green. Brandon Tull doesn't hit anything, and that is a shot clock violation. Let come in. Cougars wanted to travel. And he scores 8-4 for the Dinos. Hebert's three, no good. Jackson the other way. Verone shot no good with 4 in the shot clock. Jones and Letkeman battle for it. And Letkeman comes away with it. And the Cougars give up a second shot. This one's battled for by Tolman and Mole, teammates. And it's out to Hebert. Tallman bump, no call. Jones going up. Can't get it to go. Tallman with the tip. But also by Will Tallman. Bart for three. No good. Mole taps it out. Tracked down by Verone and another offensive rebound for the Dinos. Both teams are about to bring in some substitutions. Verone with the turnaround, no good. And Jones rips down the board, out to Hebert. Brandon Tall with it. Nice look inside to Tallman. He's bumped by Barnt. Into the game for the Cougars, Travis Sylvester and Ryan Delwo, along with Jeremy Zver and Cade Marra. And Zver finishes. Jackson on the skip to Owen Thomas. That's Bart. Joined now by Braden Conchu on the broadcast. He'll be the strange voice you're hearing.
Thanks for that, Adam. The king of introductions, Adam Hunter.
Delwo for three. Money.
And the king of three-pointers, Delwo, up to 38% for the year now.
Good confident shooter his first year. Sheldon Williams and Regina.
He might not get into Jeff Lukomsky territory, but I'm pretty sure we're going to see Ryan Delwo hit a lot of three-pointers in this gym before it's all said and done.
Jackson for two. Jeff also shot a lot of threes. Zver. And the ball's tied up. Arrow to the Cougars.
Have we talked about Brendan Hebert on the cast at all?
I haven't yet. I was going to save that for you.
Of course, Brendan Hebert came into the weekend needing just 3 assists to pass Zach Michael as U of R's all-time career leader in the category.
In just 4 years of eligibility as well.
In just 4 years, yeah. He only had one last night, played a season-low 19 minutes, got into some foul trouble, but he's got one tonight.
Sylvester, tough one with the left hand. Can't get it to go.
So he's tied with the record right now and needs just one more to set it.
Big dunk by Turner. Scores 14-11. We'll get that squared away for you.
There it is. Cade Marra for three. Brendan Hebert with the assist. And Mitch announces that right in the middle of play. Hey, make some noise during the defensive possession.
Well, that's good for the crowd to get into it. Congratulations to Brendan Hebert. Had the good fortune of coaching him a couple summers and know his family. He's a great player, great guy for the program. Nice pass by Hebert for the dunk to Sylvester.
I wish that was the assist that set the record. That was way cooler than Cade Marra's three-pointer.
Yeah, 5 points. I know Brendan wanted to get that out of the way. I think that was in the back of his mind last night. As Marra goes in, he can't get it to go. We've already seen 3 dunks in this game. Might be a season high here. We had 2 last night.
I remember one from last night.
Yeah.
An emphatic Josh Turner flush.
Hebert tracks that one down. Marra's going to hoist for 3. And he buries it. Cade Marra. The Cougars all of a sudden on an 8-0 run. We had a really weird game last night here. Dino started 13-0. Cougars then went on a 15-0 run. I don't think I've ever seen that to start a game. Malumba. He's going to draw the foul on Delwo. Someone wanted an N1.
I think the basket has to go down for there to be an and one. Malumba 6'6", 232. Fourth-year forward out of Montreal, Quebec.
Matthew Augustine into the game.
Malumba played at Palm Beach Atlantic University before coming to the U of C. The Palm Beach Atlantic University.
And Malumba can't get it to go. Marra with the rebound to Augustine. Delwo now with it. Kicks it. Sylvester for 3. In, out, in, out. But a big rebound by Zver. Delwo to the basket. And that's a block. Nice aggressive take by Delwo. And Malumba, who drew 2 charges in there last night, gets called for the block.
We're talking about Kade Polishuk not taking many 3-point or not taking many 2-pointers for the Cougars. Ryan Delwo kind of in that same category. 84 field goal attempts for the year, only 30 of which were not 3-pointers, as he hits his first. Two Dinos with 2 fouls already, Turner and Letkeman.
And that's good for the Cougars because those are 2 major contributors. Ball goes out of bounds there. Off Delwo's second free throw miss, and Darius Moll replaces him in the lineup. Wesley Jones also back in for the Cougars.
I didn't know this. Letkeman from Abbotsford, BC, a fellow Yale secondary graduate.
And that's you as well?
Absolutely.
Good basketball program out there?
Yes.
You went to Yale?
So good in
I never
fact,
would have
they
guessed.
never let me play the game.
You went to Yale? Do you ever use that line?
I do all the time. As a Yale graduate, I'd like to see this happen.
One of the stories the last night Lindsay and I talked about was poor free throw shooting for the Cougars. Calgary only missed 1. The Cougars were not very good from the free throw line, so I'm sure that was a point of emphasis for Coach Burrows tonight.
Calgary shot 24 for 25 from the line last night. I've never seen such a thing.
That's outstanding.
You rarely see that at any level, professional included.
Turner makes you at 20 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Cougars lead by 5.
And speaking of Turner, it was Turner that did most of the free throw damage last night. He was 12 for 12.
He was awesome. Augustine with it to the basket. Calgary gets a piece of it, and that's off a Dino foot, and it's going to be Cougar basketball. 5.5 to go here. Cougars are really good at executing end out of bounds, and I'm sure because I said that they'll turn it over, but we'll see what happens here. Cade Marra for 3, his third. We'll call Sylvester for the offensive foul for the hold. Only his first, only the team's second. So with 2.1 to go here, Calgary will get the ball into their own basket. That was very nearly a foul by Cade Marra.
Cade's got to watch that. Let the guy shoot his three-quarter court shot there.
21-16, the Cougars lead it after 1. Start the second quarter here. Into the game for the first time for Calgary. Jordan Handel only played 1 minute last night, or less than a minute at the end of the game. As Coach Dan Van Horn going to his bench early. He's out there with Karch, Owen Thomas, Letkeman, and Turner. Zver goes high-low into Tull, and he draws the foul.
And Van Horn brings in 3 dinos here. Ogunbemi, Verone, and Turner.
Ogunbemi? Jackson.
Or just Jackson. I think I heard one of his teammates call him OG last night.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's our fan of the night there, the guy in the Regina Sparks sweatshirt. I can confirm it was not a Los Angeles Sparks sweatshirt.
He's excited.
He's taken full advantage of the beer sales tonight.
Jasdeep Gill at the line. Fouls on Cougars number 4, Ryan Delwo. Check that number 10, Brendan Hebert. Hebert brings it up for the Cougars. Sorry about that. Update the score. 22-18 now. And Zver just muscles one in there. Great job by Jeremy Zver. It's a nice impact since he's coming off the bench. And that's Gill in the corner for 3. And he's a good three-point shooter. He's now got 2 on the game. Hebert looked like he was hit on that one. Burrows wants a call. And Jackson will bring it the other way to Gill.
Burrows having a friendly conversation with the ref, Brischuk, now, as Jackson hits one.
And we're tied at 24 in that three-pointer by Jackson.
Not sure if you want Jackson shooting open 3 balls, hitting 39% from three-point range this year.
I think it's safe to say you do not want Jackson shooting, period, if you're Steve Burrows. Zver gives the handoff to Hebert. Back to Zver. Nice screen and roll there. And the big man scores.
Speaking of players Burrows doesn't want shooting, I thought Zver was going to pull the trigger on that long two. I kid. I've even seen Jeremy Zver hit a 3 in a game.
He hit one last night. As a matter of fact.
That was the time.
Tall to the basket. Can't get it to go. The foul inside. As Matt Letkeman draws it.
Calgary has a Wichita State transfer on the roster. Brett Burley.
The Shockers, undefeated.
Despite not having Brett Burley.
That's correct.
Haven't seen Burley yet tonight. I think he got into the game last night.
Yeah, he played last night, yeah.
You guys were talking about him.
Tall for 3. I need that cheat sheet you have. That would be really handy for me. We just make up facts about players.
I know. I've seen the angry emails after every webcast.
Barn with the hook.
A nice little hook shot by Philip Bart.
And we have a timeout by the Cougars here. 28-26. The guests lead it on your scoreboard. 7:25 to go here in the second quarter. It's 28-26 now. Calgary in front. Travel on Darius Mole. And it's to the Dinos. Dinos of Jackson, Barnt, Gill, Verone, and Letkeman in. Cougars counter with Tull, Augustine, Mole, Jones, and Tallman. And the Cougars in a 2-3 zone here for the first time, Braden. Barnt from the short corner. And Letkeman with the great crash off the glass. Verone in there, Letkeman again. Just kind of rushed up there. Barnt scores. The Cougars don't get a body. Dinos get 4 shots at it. And they finally cash in. And they lead by 4. Tall out, Marra in. Five on the shot clock here. Mole with it. He'll have to hoist. That's no good. The Cougars' last 2 possessions have been not what Steve Burrows wants. Jackson kicks to Verone. Corner 3. No good. Tallman pulls it down. And the Cougars will head the other way with 5:55 to go here in the first half. Augustine. Nice stop in the lane, but couldn't get the shot to the rim. And Jackson carves through the defense here. Triple teamed. And that's knocked by Marra. The strip lands on Jackson. He's standing on a bounce. He thinks it's a foul.
Jackson made the wise choice not to try to shoot it over Wes Jones there. I've been trying to unfurl the Brett Burley mystery.
Okay.
He's a transfer from Wichita State, but played for the Shockers in the 07-08 season. And he's only in his second year of CIS eligibility, so he hasn't played anywhere else. So the guy hasn't played in 6 years.
He's been hanging out in the senior men's league somewhere. Barnt off the glass. Moving screen called on Wes Jones. Cougars turn it over again, and after leading for the majority of the second half of the first quarter, and the start here in the second, they now trail by 6, and Calgary can extend their lead.
Speaking of Brett Burley, 6'8", 254, there he is on the floor for the first time tonight.
If you're bringing up Brett Burley again, he better be on the floor. Josh Turner back into the game, kicks to Barn. He'll shoot the 3. He's at a Billings, Montana.
Everyone's got an interesting story to tell. Brett Burley is that he was a Wichita State Shocker 6 years ago. I would like to find out where Brett's been all these years.
Tweet us at Regina Cougars. Let us know. Mole for 3, no good. Barn takes Sylvester off the dribble. Jones can't get his hands on it. And Philip Barnt adds to his total. He's now got 8 points. There's Mo with it. Inside to Sylvester. Nice move by Travis Sylvester. Count the basket. Foul's going to be on Barnt.
Travis Sylvester, a guy that's been scoring much more as of late. Set a new career high just in the first half with 13 points at Trinity Western last weekend. 2 weekends ago, pardon me.
Seems to be gaining confidence into the game for the first time with the Cougars' number 1, Addison Doherty. Doherty, the only fifth-year player on the Cougars. Sister Madeline plays for the ladies' team. 34-28 as Sylvester couldn't connect on the three-point play. Calgary in the lead and with the ball. Jones pulls down the rebound. Hebert with it. The Mole. Back to Hebert. 3-ball on the way. And Brendan Hebert.
Mitchell Blair loves that three.
Oh, very good.
He came up with it. And
he coined it. He loves it. Burley, but short. The Cougars will go the other way. Hebert with a great look to Sylvester. And he's hammered. And Travis Sylvester will go to the line.
Foul's going to be on Burley, I think. And it is. And Calgary's going to call a timeout. We'll do the same with the Dinos up 34-31 over the U of R with 2:59 left in the second quarter.
Sylvester good at the line on the first. It's them both. So it's a 1-point lead for the Calgary Dinos. Just under 3 minutes to go here. Dell will check that Doherty all over Owen Thomas. Mole guarding Turner. And that's going to be a bump.
So in addition to my color duties here on the webcast,
Yeah, what else are you doing?
I'm also a social media guy, so I'm running the Cougar Twitter account up here. I saw a nice congratulatory message to Brendan Hebert for breaking the assist record. That was all well and good until I realized it was my stat guy that sent it during the game. So if the stats are off, it's because the guy, Andrew Hamilton, is down there tweeting during the game.
Former teammate, high school teammate of Brendan Hebert, Andrew Hamilton.
He made sure he said that in the tweet.
Unfortunately, Andrew Hamilton was never connected with Brendan Hebert and give Brendan any assists because Andrew Hamilton couldn't score. So
that was cold.
That's not totally true. Andrew Hamilton was a good shooter, 3-point shooter, a little bit of a gunner. Our stat guys do a great job down there, guys and gals. Sylvester, good. We are tied at 35. 2:20 to go here in the first. Turner for three. It's no good. And that's Hebert with the rebound.
Nice little bit of ball movement there by Calgary to set
Finds
up that
Doherty.
three ball.
Doherty wants it. Can't get it to go. But a great rebound by Sylvester. And the Cougars will reset. Zver. Count it. Zver and Hebert just have a great understanding. Foul's called on Turner out of Auburndale, Florida. And Jeremy Zver completes the three-point play. Cougars lead it by 3. 1:48 to go here in the first half. Josh Owen Thomas out of Adelaide, Australia, in there for the Dinos. Ball now with Karch. And Jackson can't get the three to go. And it's out to Tull. And he doesn't have numbers. Well, he'll find Doherty. Gets a screen from Zver. Doherty with a nice look to Sylvester. And a good finish by Travis Sylvester.
Sylvester up to 13 points now.
Sylvester was a standout player in high school here in Regina at Riffle. And he's been inconsistent, but he's starting to get comfortable as a university basketball player. Dan Van Horen screaming for a foul there. Turner now with it. Nice crossover. And we have bonus, so Turner will shoot 2. Sub into the game. Let come in. Jasdeep Gill waiting. He'll replace Turner if he can make the free throw. 47.9 to go in the first half here. Turner hits the free throw.
He's been doing that all weekend. 12 for 12 last night, as we mentioned. He's now 3 for 4 tonight.
40-37. Cougars lead it. 45 seconds to play here in the first half. Addison Doherty. Jeremy Zver. Sylvester. Hand off to Hebert. Out to Zver. Keeps his dribble. Good ball movement here by the Cougars. Tull pull of 3. That's off the back of the rim. And Brandon Tull's three-point shooting has gone cold here the last couple of nights.
I thought for sure Zver was going to drain a three-pointer when he had the ball out there, just to spite me.
He thought about it. About a 3-second difference, 2.5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. 6 to shoot here for Jackson. Goes by a few Cougars. And he loses it out of bounds. And it'll stay. Be Cougar ball here. And Steve Burrows will use his timeout wisely. You don't get to cross him over to the second half. He wants to draw something up here for the last 5 seconds.
All right, Coach Hunter, what kind of play do you think head coach Steve Burrows drew up in that timeout?
Well, it's going to be a screen for probably a three-pointer. The key is getting the ball over half. Calgary smartly brings a trap. Sylvester will get the three up. It's good! Travis Sylvester. And he had a phenomenal first half. 16 points for Travis Sylvester and another assist for Brendan Hebert. Just how you draw it up.
Hebert got his 8th assist. I love Sylvester's reaction. He acts like he hits those from 10 feet behind the arc every day.
So players practice those, and when they have the spare time. Coaches hate it. Your halftime score, 43-37. We'll be back 15 minutes with the second half on CanadaWest.tv.
Back here at the Center for Kinesiology, Health and Sport on campus at the U of R. Cougars ended the second quarter on a 17-3 run. They now lead this ball game 43-37 heading into the third. Let's look at the first half numbers. First for the hometown Cougars, it was Travis Sylvester that hit that three-pointer at the buzzer. He's got 14 points. Jeremy Zerur's got 9.
Our scoreboard guys are out of it. They got Sylvester on the scoreboard for 16.
I'd say the scoreboard guys are out of it. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna go with our official numbers here. We'll give Sylvester 14. For Calgary, it's Barnt with 10 points. He leads the way for the Dinos. And Jackson and Jasdeep Gill both have 8 for the UFC.
Saw Will Tallman miss a 3 there on the court for the Cougars. Tallman, Jones, Tull, Hebert, and Mole. For Calgary, it's Verone, Ogunbemi Jackson, Barnt, Letkeman, and Jasdeep Gill. Cougars trying to get their 4th win on the season here. Former Cougars coach James Hillis in the stands tonight.
Little celebrity sighting here at the CKHS.
I'm not the only one.
James is signing autographs there at the south end of the building.
We had Brett Jones last night, CFL Rookie of the Year, was in the house.
Mitchell Blair is always here.
It'll stay with the Cougars. 7 seconds to shoot here.
It's actually the first time I've seen James Hillis. Of course, coached this team for, I think it was 18 seasons.
Coached both of my brothers here. And there is a balloon in the rafters. And I'm not making that up. 4 on the shot clock, 3 on the shot clock. Mole's going to have to hurry. That won't go, and the Dinos will get the ball.
So you can probably see several of the gold balloons on the webcast side of the stands. They're having the U of R Alumni Slam Dunk event, and they're giving balloons out to the kids.
I'm going to guess that there's going to be many more balloons in the crowd. Jackson. And now we have 9 on the shot clock here for the Dinos. Both teams kind of waking up after that halftime break.
Brendan Hebert had 8 assists in that half.
Yeah, he really wanted that record. Hebert. And I'd be remiss to not mention that my brother Drew Hunter played here, I believe, from 93 to 97. We can look it up. And they didn't keep assist stats at that time. He was a starting point guard for 5 years, and he will challenge any assist record. So he's and we always bring it up because it's a sore spot for him.
We can fix that. Have him submit tape from every game he played here, and we'll count him up. We got nothing better to do on a Monday afternoon.
But Brandon Tull, last time down for the Cougars, got called for the offensive foul. His second. We still are looking for Jones with the dunk. Great look from Mole. I'm not sure what our PA announcer, Mitch Blair, said, but
but he was happy.
It was a guttural groan, followed by Wesley Jones. I think he's trademarked that. Barnt for 3. That's no good. But Gill comes down with the old board, and the Cougars continue to get beat on the old glass. Jones changes that shot. Verone, Letkeman in there. And Mole knocks away from Letkeman, but it'll go to the UFC. Dinos won last night, looking for the series sweep.
Those are 2 big men battling under there. Matt Letkeman, 6'7", 225. Wes Jones, 6'8", 245. Jones looks every bit of that 245 pounds.
Jones changes another one. Will Tallman comes away with it and kicks it out to Hebert, who will trigger the Cougars' offense. And I'm not sure who Hebert was thrown to there. Not a great pass. Jackson just runs over Hebert. And a missed opportunity there Yeah, I don't know who Brendan Hebert was looking at there, but
He beamed Johnny Verone right in the back of the head with that pass.
who am I to speak to the all-time assist leader? What is passing?
With the possible exception of your brother, unofficially.
That's right. Zach Michael, who played with my brother, my other brother Joel, is who Brendan surpassed on that list. The big advantage for Brendan coming in here to the Cougars, Braden being around this team, that he was able to start contributing from his first year and get a lot of playing time.
Yeah, he only started 5 games his first year on campus, but he did get a lot of floor time that year. And he started every game since.
Mole takes Barton to the basket. Mole draws the foul. 46-39, 6:54 to go here in the third quarter. Cougars lead it.
Letkeman given that last foul for the UC, his first.
I made the comment last night. You follow the Olympics like I do. Letkeman looks like he's on his way to having a just brilliant career with the Canadian bobsled team. The bobsledders are all bearded up and ponytailed up. Similar look to our camera guy here, Alan. Beard, long hair, scraggly looking guy. He's single if you guys want to tweet the Regina Cougars account. Is that true? Are you single? Yeah. Well, we'll do our best. Valentine's Day is coming up.
Jeez,
You and I are happily married, so we're okay. 47-39. Plenty of time for you, Alan. You're a young buck. Cougars lead it here. Owen Thomas to inbound. Inside to Letkeman. Gets Jones in the air. And he tried to cram it. It falls out. Jones, we call for the foul. And
nice little pump bait by Letkeman there to get Jones in the air. He was just about to convert the three-point play. He had to settle for a couple trips to the line. Valentine's Day next Friday.
there you go. Brandon Bobcat's in town.
Yeah.
Bring
Guess where I'm taking my wife.
Bring your loved one. Yeah. Poutine and a burger here at the University of Regina. Brandon Tull on Turner. Count it! Great job by Brandon Tull.
Brandon Tull, a candidate for Canada West Rookie of the Year.
What are his chances? You follow this closely?
50%.
50%. I like that. That's good odds. There are a lot of players in their first year. Cougars now with their largest lead of the game, 50-39. They lead by 11. That's grade 2 math telling me that.
I think Manitoba has a guy that's going to be in the running for that Rookie of the Year award as well. Don't know as much about the Pacific Division. Don't know a whole lot about the Prairie Division either, to be honest. Who are we kidding?
Shot clock violation. Refs let it go. I like that. Hate when they blow the whistle. Tull to Mole. Well, I was specifically on a shot clock violation. Darius Mole doing a great job of getting to the foul line.
He's a very expressive player.
Never a dull moment without Darius. From the D, Dallas, Texas. He'll be at the foul line when we come back. The foul's on Turner. And 50-39, Cougars lead with 5:55 to go in the third.
Darius Mole at the line for the Cougars, shooting 2.
Mole gets 1 at 2. 5:50 to go here. Cougars lead it by 12. Nice give and go there.
Nice play by Jeffrey Noble to finish that off. The grad student from West Vancouver, BC.
Delwo buries the 3. Got some fans leaving in front of us. Bear with us. Jackson for 3. So back-to-back threes here. Delwo and Jackson. Sylvester will hoist one. And that's good. Back-to-back-to-back. Jacks.
Cougars suddenly up by 13 here, 57-44. Give Sylvester 17. I think that's a career high for him. 19 if you want to believe the in-house scoreboard, which we do not.
Delwo out to Hebert. Hebert finds Mole. Back to Hebert.
That
Uses the
balloon
screen
should
from
no
Zver.
longer be in your shot.
Nice pass to Sylvester. And he's got 19 now.
That balloon not in your shot at home because our camera guy Alan yelled at a small child to lower it for us.
As I've said, Alan is single. He's got a scraggly beard and long hair. He's a frightening individual. Nice finish there by Barnt.
Barnt's got 12 for Calgary.
Hebert inside to Mole. Once again, we see that Mole post up. He's slapped.
That'll be 3 fouls on Barnt. That'll probably bring Matt Leckerman will come off the bench to spell Barnt. Actually, he's going to spell Jeff Noble. Bart's going to stay out there. Leckerman with blue shoes for no apparent reason.
I know. I was going to comment on those.
Peacock blue at that. That's not even close to Calgary's red and white
No.
colors.
Not my favorite look, though. I have to say, for style points tonight, Wesley Jones with the double arm sleeves head and headband combo. We also have Addison Doherty, who has double taped wrists, mid socks, and the Patrick Ewing white knee pad sleeves. So I gotta like that look.
Like the Bad News Bears here.
The Cougars come up empty on that trip from the foul line. Mole comes out, committing his second foul, and Cade Marra's into the game. Marra, Augustine, Zver, Delwo, and Sylvester, the second unit here for the Cougars. Owen Thomas, Letkeman, Verone, Jackson, and Barnt for the Dinos. So starters basically for Calgary as Jackson hits the 3 against reserves. And we'll see how Steve Burrow's young team handles this.
Yeah, and let's face it, an unfamiliar position the way the season's gone for him. Up 10 here with 3:30 left.
Sylvester, big block by Letkeman and tracked down by Verone. Calgary tries to run here. Verone doesn't get picked up. No one sees the ball for the Cougars, and Marra will pick it up and head the other way. We find Sylvester. Out to Zver. And Augustine calling for the ball, wants his team to run some offense here. Sylvester on the turnaround, no good. Marra with a nice crash. He's blocked by Letkeman, gets his own. He's got to shoot it, Zver. And that's not going to count after the buzzer. And Steve Burrows is going to call a timeout here. 10-point lead for the Cougars, 2:51 to go in the third. 10-point lead here. Cougars. 2:50 to play here in the third. Augustine watches Jackson. Letkeman with the big dunk, but it was after the whistle.
Leckman's had an active couple of minutes the last one.
He's
He's had 2 blocks, a big dunk just there that didn't count.
He's a busy, busy man.
That's what they do at Yale. They keep us busy. The Yale Lions.
This guy did a retweet. He's another stat guy. He's on his phone. Of course, I'm able to multitask. Let's point that out. I'm doing research, all sorts of things.
Yeah, those are the big dead spots in the broadcast when Hunter is tweeting.
No, I'm usually eating. Delwo. Bio and Thomas. Finds Marra. Rainbow 3 from Kade. Marra. It's a big shot.
Cade's release point is abnormally far behind the center of his head, I feel.
Did they call that a 2? They must have called that a 2. Looked like a 3, but scoreboard it's a 2.
But it's such a hard shot to block because the release point is so far behind the plane of his body.
That's how they do it in Australia. Down under.
Are we talking about physics on the broadcast now?
Down under.
Or are we just having 2 completely
Give me a
separate
false
conversations
test.
with ourselves?
I can't do that one. Apologies to everyone in Australia butchering that. 8-point game. Augustine just erased by Letkeman. And the Dinos will go the other way. Jackson using a lot of dribbles here. Deep 3. Nothing.
Cade rushed to save that ball for no apparent reason.
Good hustle, though.
Yeah, great hustle.
Augustine replaced by Hebert. Cougars holding on to an 8-point lead here. 1:40 to go. Hebert scores. Hebert now with 5 to go on, along with a pile of assists.
11.
Wow. And a steal for Sylvester. Look out. He can throw it down. And he finishes off the glass. A 4-0 run here by the Cougars to push this lead to 12. Sylvester gets out of the pack there. Oh, and Jackson was laying in the weeds there. It was a 4-on-1 for the Cougars, potentially. Or 4-on-2, excuse me. Burrows was upset at that missed opportunity. 52 seconds to go here. 17 to shoot it.
Whoa.
Oh, Hebert double dribbled.
Thought he was going to get away with that double dribble for a second, but refs pick up on it. Alex Brischuk with the call. Hunter's on Twitter right now, in case you guys are wondering what that dead air is.
We can have dead air. Silence is okay in broadcasting. Which one of us is a
Based on
professional?
the content tonight, silence might be preferable.
Good comeback. Keeper comes away with it. Good hands there. And one more off the glass. He's had a couple solid games in a row. If you want constant chatter on this broadcast, there's a guy doing the PA that I used to do these broadcasts with back in the day, back when I was a teenager. Doesn't like silence, that guy. Marra can't complete the 3-point play. You've been warned. 15 seconds to go here. Jump ball on that one. Arrow's going to stay with Calgary. 7.9 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Cougars lead at 67-53. And we got another balloon going to the rafters.
If you're a University of Calgary fan watching the women's game, you'll be happy to know that Saskatchewan defeated Winnipeg tonight. So 2 wins for Calgary next weekend over Lethbridge will put the women's Dinos into the playoffs.
$67-53 as we end the third. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 2 minutes on CanadaWest.tv.
Back here at the CKHS where the Cougars are up 67-53 heading into the fourth quarter.
Give me some stats, Braden. Hit me with some
Leading
stats.
Scorers for Calgary. Jackson's got 18. Phil Barnt has 12. For the Cougars, Travis Sylvester with 21 points. That is a career high. Kade Marra's got 10 off the bench for the U of R.
3-on-1 developing here for the Cougars. Delwo takes to the basket. Good decision, but can't get it to go, and Letkeman will bring it down. Cougars in a situation there where they had all 3 players go to the basket into the key there. They wanted to have someone stay outside as Jackson scores.
Do you want to call this a scrambly start to the fourth quarter?
Yeah, we've had a scrambly couple of three or four possessions in a row here where we've has them in the cleanest basketball. Marra, that's going up. And it's good. Kade Marra.
Marra's shots falling tonight. 5 for 8 from the field, 2 for 2 from three-point land. He's got 12 points, 6 rebounds.
Marra had a good game last night as well. Good balance in this lineup for the Cougars. Oh. Looks like a clear path there. Marra's going to throw it down. Oh, and he just snuck it in there.
It was more of an aggressive layup than a throwdown.
And Bart kind of grabbed at Marra there. Steve Burrows is asking the referee why that wasn't a clear path foul. But Cougars will take the 2-point basket, take the points. Letkeman can't get it to go, and Calgary has just gone cold on offense. Delwo takes it the other way for the Cougars.
Delwo with a rare rebound there for the U of R. Averages 0.9 a game. He's a shooter, not a rebounder.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, Delwo and I, that 3-point line. Force field. Marra again. Heat check. He's got 14, though. And he's been a bright spot off the bench for the Cougars along with Zver and Sylvester. 3 bench players really carrying the offense for the Cougars tonight.
4 bench players if you want to include Delwo's 7.
Yeah.
49 points off the bench for the Cougars.
Outstanding. Jackson buries the 3. It's back to a 13-point game. Cougars just can't leave him open. Hebert looking for the answer, and he nails it.
Cougars 8 for 17 now from 3 land. That'll do.
Letkeman sneaks one past Jones. 7:20 to go here in the fourth. Cougars carry a 14-point lead on the Dinos. Cougars looking for that fourth win of the year. It's been elusive for them. Cougars' last win coming against UBC Okanagan back on January 10th. Since then, 7 losses in a row. We're trying to end that 7-game streak tonight. Well, they're on their way right now, but they got to keep it going here for 7 more minutes as Marra hoists the 3. That's no good. Tallman tips it out to the hands of Brendan Hebert to Marra. He's hammered. And Marra's in pain. He's holding his knee.
Grabbing his right knee. Hebert comes over, gives it about 4 taps.
So hopefully Marra just banged his knee and it isn't structural. Marra's on the floor. He's going to limp off and not putting any weight on that right leg. Well, Marra's had a very bright game here. The trainers will attend to Cade Marra. As Travis Sylvester will take the free throws, and Sylvester having a career game, but he can't get that free throw to go. He's missed a couple free throws tonight, but Steve Burrows goes down to check on Marra. And Sylvester hits the free throw and then subs out. Darius Mole into the game. Mole, Tallman, and Augustine. Jackson, Karch, Owen Thomas, Burley, and Turner. So Dan Van Horen going to his bench now. Jackson alongside 4 reserves. As Turner goes to the basket, and that's just too easy if you're a U of R Cougar. Right-hand layup right through everybody. 13-point game, still plenty of time left in this one. Cougars, Augustine and Zver getting their signals crossed. And that is an awful offensive possession for the Cougars. Augustine didn't want it, Zver didn't want it, and they turned the ball over.
I think if I'm Augustine there with the ball and
yeah,
3 seconds left in shot clock,
you got to be more aggressive.
Go.
Yeah, you got to go out. You got to go to the basket. Giving it to your post, 20 feet from the basket's not helping you. Turner with Tallman on him. Zver brings the help. Turner with the fadeaway, in and out. Big rebound by Mole. Darius Mole take it the other way to Augustine. Let's see if he's more aggressive. Here he is. The scoop with his offhand, no good. And we'll go back the other way. 5:35 to play. Cougars hold a 13-point lead. Jackson now with it. In the lane. His jumper's no good. And the Cougars will bring it the other way through Augustine. Fellow Ontario native, tall. Back and forth inside to Zver. And it stays with the Cougars. As Burley tips it. And he was head the other way.
Burley was marching down court.
Burling maybe is. Well, Hebert's back in there, replacing Augustine. Steve Burrows. Oh, and that's a good idea by Tallman, but he turns it over. Just not enough arc on that pass. And
that
Turner
was a really
scores.
funny moment there. Burley looks so proud marching down the floor
yeah.
like he just forced a turnover. And the Cougars are about ready to inbounds.
75-64 here. Zver with it. Nice high low into Tallman. And he finishes with the left hand. Will Tallman. Will Tallman with 4 for the Cougars. Owen Thomas, bounce pass to Jackson, goes by Hebert. Burley inside the 3. And a long 2 from Burley. And it's an 11-point game, so Calgary staying in it here. 4 minutes to play. Hebert for 3. Beautiful from Brandon Hebert. Brandon Hebert once again has a big cheering section here tonight, seeing him break the all-time assist record.
Hebert's got 11 points, 11 assists. 5 boards short of a triple-double.
And for about the 3rd time this quarter, Turner's gone right to the basket through everyone. He's providing a big spark here in the fourth quarter. 13 points now for Turner. Mole to Tull. He's fouled by Owen Thomas. Good ball movement there by the Cougars.
Owen Thomas with his 2nd foul. Lists his previous team as the London Leopards.
Sure, we have some London Leopards fans watching the webcast. Watching their former player.
You sure about that? It's about 3 a.m. in London right now.
What if it's London, Australia?
There's no London in Australia.
Maybe it's the name of the team. It'd be just a team name.
I think everybody just hit mute on their
or like
computers.
A high school team named London High School. And set your team fouls here. The Cougars, that's their first of the quarter, so they're not in any bonus danger as of yet. 3 team fouls for the Dinos. 3:27 to go here in the 4th. 82-68. Jackson for 3. That's no good. Zver pulls it down, and Hebert will bring it the other way for the Cougars.
Just to clarify, the London Leopards, I looked it up. They play in Division 1 of the England Basketball League.
Oh,
so
wow.
if they are from Australia, it's a heck of a commute on a regular basis.
I got you, man. Put me in my place. Through Google. Mic drop. Conchu out. Well, this is the point of the broadcast where I make fun of Braden for the next hour. So now I get the actual facts of the game, and Braden was hiding from me. Well, Tallman will be at the line. He was fouled just before the timeout there, trying to increase the Cougar lead here. And Tallman makes that one. Our thanks to Braden Conchu for being part of the broadcast. Tallman short on the second, but Tull pulls down the rebound, and the Cougars get to run some clock here. 83-68, the Cougars lead at 3 minutes to play here in the 4th. Hebert on the runner. Nicely done by Brendan Hebert. Barnt on Tallman. That's thrown. And Tull will pick up the turnover. He doesn't get the foul call. Burrows covers his eyes. And they call that on Tallman in transition. couple subs into the game here for the Dinos. Jasdeep Gill returns, along with Johnny Verone. For the last 2:27 here of the fourth, Turner and Jackson, along with Barnt, the other players in the game. Nice crossover by Turner. He's fouled by Tall. Steve Burrow's doing a dance over there. He's upset that Tull didn't get the call down on this end. As Turner goes back to the line. He's pretty much automatic from the free throw line over the last two nights. Well, we have a score of 85-70 here. Sylvester with the ball. 2:14 to go. Goes by Barnt to the basket. No good. Barnt pulls down the rebound. And a 15-point lead here for the Cougars with 2:05 to go. And I was saying just a few seconds ago, the Cougars managed to stay out of the bonus, and now they're one foul away from putting the Dinos on the line for the duration of the game here. Something they didn't want to do. Tall knocks that away. 13 seconds to shoot. Jasdeep Gill double team there. Verone opening the lane. He makes this basket, and Steve Burrows will call the timeout. Steve Burrows pleading with the referees. He wants a call. 13-point game, 1:51 to go here. The University of Regina. The Cougars hoping to improve their record. Trying to get to 4 wins on the season. Calgary looking to avoid the split here. They're at 6-13. The Cougars at 3-16. Next weekend, Cougars will host the Brandon Bobcats for their final 2 regular season games. Then the focus will be on recruiting. We'll see Burrow's trying to build this program back up. Can tell you that update on Cade Marra. He's got his right ankle in ice, and it's elevated. So the good news is it's not a knee injury, as we were worried about earlier. We'll get our camera situation squared away here. Heber with it. We'll keep it up high here to Sylvester. Sylvester, the career high 22 points, and he's fouled by Barnt. Dan Van Horen yelling something over on the sideline. Not sure if he's upset with Barnt, who now fouls out, or upset with the referees. Barnt now out of the game. He leaves with 12 points. Sylvester trying to add to his career high, and he will. (87-72), 1:40 to play. Heber with it now. To Sylvester. Hebert to the basket and one. Spectacular finish by Brendan Hebert. He's got 15 now with 11 assists. And the Cougars have put this one away. Dan Van Horen's upset with the referee. Steve Burrow's upset with the referee. One team's up by 18 points. You wouldn't know who by looking at the coaching staff. Burrow's smiling now, though. His teams are going to get their 4th win on the season, a well-deserved one. Sylvester fouls here. And going to be a free throw parade, it looks like, for the next minute 16 as both teams now in bonus. Not sure what the delay is here. Oh, we got some perspiration on the floor, Alan. Jackson at the line. He's got 24 on the night. Game's high scorer now, 25. And Brendan Hebert trying to run some clock here. To Tallman. Steve Burrow's yelling lots, telling his team, use the clock here. 9 on the shot clock. Hebert has it. Tall for 3. No good. And Jackson will take it the other way. He's going to go to Turner. Nice crossover by Turner. Then a scoop finish in the lane. And a timeout from Dan Van Horen. Nope, we just have a whistle here. Cougars won't like that because the Dinos are allowed to sort of set their defense here. Delwo try to look for Tallman there. And Jackson misses the shot. And this is going to be a long 36 seconds. Jackson is going to try and add to his point total tonight. Jared Ogabemi Jackson now with 27 on the game. Steve Burrows doesn't want to use a timeout. He doesn't want to drag this out any longer than he has to. But Calgary is not making it easy on the Cougars. So what it was a 18-point lead is now down to 12. And Delwo, Tallman will turn it over. And Turner misses, but Tallman gets the rebound. And a foul on Gill as he just hammers Tallman, and Tallman will shoot 2 free throws. Steve Burrows with his strong free throw shooters out there, ball handlers. Just doing a little coaching here on the sideline, talking to Tall, Sylvester, Delwo, and Hebert about what they want to do on that press break as Tallman misses the free throw. Tallman gets 1 of 2. Scoreboard guys put the wrong score up there. Wonder if they'll get it fixed. 16 seconds to play. Turner with the crossover and the 3-ball, and that's good. Turner, the huge fourth quarter here. A foul, and Tall will go to the line. Calgary dragging this one out. Trying to make that 13-point comeback with 10 seconds left here, Alan. That's right, Alan. Great observation. It's all with the free throw. It's good. Tall gets 1 at 2. 11-point lead, and the Cougars always lay off as Jackson hoists the 3. That's no good. Gets his own rebound. Tipped away by Hebert. And 2.9 seconds to go. That'll do it. We'll just have to see what the final score will be. And a good crowd tonight is going to see a Regina sweep over the Calgary basketball teams. As Turner steps out of bounds, Cougars will just have to inbound it. On a night where Brendan Hebert becomes the all-time assist leader at the U of R, the Cougars beat the Calgary Dinos 92-81. Cougars improved their record to 4-16. Calgary drops to 6-14. Thanks for joining us on CanadaWest.tv. Reminder, join us again next week. Brandon and the Cougars right here Friday and Saturday night.